Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, we are back on the 41.36.
Yep.
Freedom Weekend has come and gone, and man, it was an amazing time, friends.
Yes, that was awesome. Come On did a fantastic job hosting
Yep.
Freedom Weekend, and
Mike
man,
and Lissa
Mike
with
and
the Drifting
Lissa,
Dreamers.
you guys all knocked it out of the park, and it went off without a hitch.
Yeah, we had a blast, guys. There's so many videos out and about online right now, kind of recapping Freedom Weekend, so definitely go and check those out that are up there on the web. Gary and I did not do any vlogging.
Nope.
Last night, actually, was the actual 4th of July, and we had another little family get-together, but this one was on a much
smaller scale. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like just immediate family,
Yep.
pretty much. And of course, I mean, David and Mike and Lissa, but they're pretty much immediate family at this point.
And we also had Teresa come out.
We did. Teresa came out.
And her family. It was that was awesome.
Yeah, they had to go all the way back to Indiana, and they wanted to come over here and see the place in person. They've been a long-time subscriber all the way since Arizona, so we've definitely accumulated a really nice friendship and relationship throughout the years. And yeah, she was in the area, so for sure.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was super happy about that. I completely spaced it, and when I seen that they were here, I was like, oh, yay, you know,
gosh,
and
yeah.
it added that extra surprise.
I remembered. I knew that they were going to come over because I knew that they had plans with my mom like the night previous to that to go watch a movie and stuff, and so I knew that they'd be in like our direct vicinity again.
Heck yes, heck yes.
But yeah, it was good. But last night was much more low key. Like we were in the house in bed like right as the sun was going down. It was probably like 8:30, and we were all right. Later, good night.
Yeah.
We didn't do fireworks and all that stuff last night because the Freedom Party, there was just fireworks, and it was a big enough display. We didn't need any more.
We still have those, that little bit that I have from the last Freedom Weekend that we had out here, and we've all been sort of a little timid to light them.
I don't think we want to light them over here. Plus, if they get like a little bit wet, then they have a better chance of misfiring and going all sorts of different ways.
And exploding just right there.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We might just dig a hole and have a fun time with that one.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
Maybe over there.
Yeah.
Like over there.
We'll find, we'll get her going. I think
far away from the house.
I think it would be cool. You know, I mean.
It would be cool, but I'm having like blowing up the house flashbacks. Although, you know what, guys, that definitely is a memory. It's a memory for us. It's a memory for the kids, for everybody that was there, for all of you guys watching out at home. That Freedom Weekend, not this one, but the last one, that one goes down in infamy. So.
Yeah, we were crazy enough to blow up our house. That happened.
We might be a little touched.
Yeah, no. But hey, there's a house there, and it's all in good, and it's still standing.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with everything. Like, I mean,
we learned a lesson.
Yeah, we learned a lesson with that.
And the lesson being,
we can look back at it and laugh.
Hey, one of those lessons being, you know, if the fireworks get a little bit wet, then it makes it a little bit more sketch. So,
yeah. So make sure it's not on any structure, and screw down the things. I was afraid to, because I was worried that I was gonna, you know, deteriorate or compromise the actual firing tube. So I was a little scared about screwing something into plastic and be like, I hope it don't blow up because I just put a screw in there, like, please. But no, screw them down.
That's definitely the way to do it. That's definitely the way that you're supposed to do it. Like now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah, now we know. The more you learn, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to change gears on the conversation this week. Talking to you guys about some of the more stuff that now that this whole celebration time is behind us, we do have to, I guess, look forward and continue pressing on to accomplishing things and getting after our goals. Our to-do list is still there. And although we've checked off quite a bit this summer, we still have some more to check off.
Yes.
Yeah. So since Gary, if you guys saw one of our last videos, we were doing the watering system for the rabbits. And Gary kind of did a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went and he got us a bunch more chickens. We've got some Cornish chickens that are going to be making it to freezer camp. We've got some more egg layers that we're going to be putting inside the big run and stuff.
Yep.
And essentially right now, we've got 48 baby birds on the property right now. So we're going to need to split the Cornish cross from the babies. Because the Cornish are going to get so fat so fast, and they're going to out-eat the babies, and the babies are not going to get as much food as they need. So we're going to have to...
It's only been 2 weeks since I've gotten them, and they're already at that point.
They're already like... It's crazy how fast they grow.
I can't believe it. Like, literally, they're the same size as what Anthony and Rox have over there.
Yeah, right now.
From those little baby ones that they're like almost like 6 months or 3 months or whatever the heck it is.
It's insane how fast those things grow, guys.
Yeah, they're good size now.
But it's a good thing because we're going to be able to stock our freezer up, right? That's going to save us a lot of money on the grocery bill because right now we are, man, we were just having a conversation. We need to tighten up some on our grocery budget, which is easy to get out of control during the summer when you have kids constantly snacking you to death.
Yep.
But we definitely need to tighten up some. And if we can tighten up on the meat consumption as far as like growing our own and stuff and not having so many Walmart trips, it's going to be a big help.
Yes.
But we need to do something about the housing for those babies, the baby birds.
Yep.
And we really wanted to start working immediately on the playhouse, but with the situation that we now find ourselves in, I think we're going to take a little bit of time, and we're just going to pound out a
lot of different things.
Yeah, but we are going to be working on the playhouse. But I think the first thing that we're going to work on is the chicken house, the actual main chicken coop.
Yep.
So that way we have that smaller coop run that the chickens were always living in for, before we built the big run. And then we could put all the Cornish cross inside that.
Yes.
And kind of lock that off and let them just grow out in there. And then when it's time to put them in the freezer, we'll take them from there and freezer camp them. The babies that we have right now that are going to be egg layers can stay where they're at for now. And then when we freezer camp the others,
we can move those into the one that we have right now.
So our big issue right now is that we don't have a house for the chickens that are in the big run.
Yep.
So we're going to take 2 days and we're going to pound out a chicken house for the chickens that are already in there.
Yep.
We have pretty much all of the supplies. We did our checklist and stuff. Gary's going to have to run for some tin and for some latches. But essentially we have, and you need a couple of pieces, like 4 pieces of treated lumber.
Yep.
But other than that, we have all the pieces, so we can go ahead and get started on that immediately.
Yep.
So we're going to, I really feel bad, man. It feels like there's always something that comes before the playhouse.
But
we did make
the way that we were looking at it, right, is the animals have to, get taken care of, regardless. It is summertime, it is going to be the hotter times, it's everything else. This is our relaxing time as well, and doing more so for the family. And we also have new dogs and everything else. So I mean, there's a lot in the plans that we have come up to, but we also, with the treehouse, we're not going to put it off completely, but we need to get the concrete in there and get that curing so we can actually
build the structure. Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, I could probably just throw a post into the ground and not concrete it, but the way I look at it is this is going to be something that my kids are going to be in, and I'd rather make sure that that thing is concreted and secure to the ground.
Yeah, safety for the
completely 100% to where I'm not having to worry about the ground leveling out on them or having it sink down a little bit because I didn't concrete it or anything like that. Yeah, no, my kids' safety is the utmost importance. So I'm going to concrete that thing into the ground.
Yeah.
And make sure it ain't going nowhere. And it's gonna.
One of the things that Gary and I do to help us stay organized and to stay on track with all of the many things that we have going on in our life is at the beginning of the month, Gary and I like to take, we have this big whiteboard, right?
Yep.
And on the whiteboard, we have a list on the side of things that we would like to accomplish and also fun that we would like to have, etc. And what I like to do is I like to fill in, because when we're accomplishing some of these things on our to-do list, this is also video content that we like to share with you guys, right?
Sure.
So we do And we have a plan, but it's not a set plan. Things can always change. Life does allow for those changes. But we just did this just the other day because it's the beginning of the month, and we filled in all of the things that we would like to hopefully accomplish by the end of this month.
Yep.
And all of the things, the finalization of some of these things for the animals, as well as the treehouse, as well as some stuff for the dogs and everything. It's all going to fit in perfectly.
Yep.
So long as the weather holds out, which the weather, we are going to be playing hopscotch this week. Actually,
Yep.
I don't usually edit Real Talks, but check this out on the screen. That is what we're looking forward to this week.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to be hopscotching around, doing the best that we can. I know that we're going to be able to still get a lot done, but that's a reality for us, guys. We can have a plan, but we have to be fluid with it, right? But I know that we're going to knock out, the first thing that we're going to start knocking out is going to be the chicken houses.
Yes.
And then we're going to work on, we're going to be going back and forth a little bit.
Because as soon as the chicken house is done and we can finagle the chickens,
Yep.
you know, then it comes back down to, okay, now it comes down to all the farm animals are going to be fine.
The footings, you know.
We can get the concreting of the footings done, but then, like I was saying though, that takes care of the animals as soon as we do the coop. And I was thinking about building like a chicken tractor for the Cornish hens, but by the time that I build the Cornish tractor,
The chicken
coop
tractor,
form or whatever, right? It's going to be almost butchering time, and it's only going to be used for that little tiny bit, to where I could be using that effort of building that chicken tractor to just building the coop.
Well, and another thing too is like the chickens, for a chicken tractor for our area, we don't have a whole lot of grass.
No.
There's not really any, and there's no flat ground.
No.
There's nothing is flat.
And when
out
it rains, and it's like
it's not exactly the best land for a chicken tractor type of setup.
No.
It's a great idea, and I've seen other people use it, and it works great.
Eventually, we will have it set up to where we can use the chicken tractor in like the garden tier area, but we're not set up for that just yet.
Not yet.
So, I mean, that's where another thing came into it, to where it's like, yeah, I can build it and I'll put it inside the chicken coop, but then when I go to want to use it in the garden, I'm gonna have to tear that whole thing apart, bring it out, and rebuild it out there, and it's just like, it's more of a headache than it's worth to just spend my time otherwise on the other chickens, and then it would be, there I go, I've got everything good to go, and I don't have to worry about all this other stuff.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
No.
It makes perfect sense to me.
And then like I said, the animals will be fine. We can start working on the top tier and the tree house and everything else, get those footings in, and we'll start working little by little, and by the time that app's all said and done, it should make it to where kids are all taken care of, our dogs are all taken care of, the cats are taken care of, the rabbits are taken care of, the chickens are taken care of, the garden is taken care of, and we can then start focusing more on the cabin aspect when it comes out of spring or out of summer and the kids go back to school, and it's now we can start focusing on that. And infrastructure is key to me, and it's big. You have to have it set up in order for you to easily live life and not be, you know, checking on the chickens every 4 hours because they've, you know, killed the water real quick. And it's like, what the heck? How did you guys go through that much water? But yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what happens, you know.
But that's part of the reason. I mean, we've talked about it so many times, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but we're going to talk about it again on Simple Life Reclaimed. So one of our next videos that we have coming up, again, because we've been busy. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to put it out on Friday. We're doing a tad bit of recording for it today. But we are going to do a recap of sorts, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. But we are going to discuss some things about the summer plans, because we've been getting slammed, guys. Every single video, 10 or more comments, why are you not building on your cabin? And I feel like, I mean, I apologize, guys, because I feel like we've discussed it so many times, and for all of you loyal viewers and subscribers that already know why, you guys are probably so sick and tired of like hearing us have to explain ourselves so many times. It's just a part of the job. I'm trying to make sure that everyone stays in the loop. And believe me, if you're annoyed and sick of it, just think of how we feel. So I'm not trying to be mean, I'm trying to be rude or anything, but we are going to be putting out a video kind of recapping a bunch of stuff in a very awesome, positive, upbeat kind of a way, getting everybody back on track to where we are and where we would like to continue going forward.
Yep.
Some of the plans and stuff that we have for the cabin. I think some people forget too, with the cabin, we still got to build our mud room to go off to the front, and then we still got to do the whole back decking before we could do the roofing, because we want to tie in the roof to those two things.
Correct.
So there's still some more building to do over there, but like we've discussed, we wanted to spend this summer getting all of our outbuildings and different things set up so we can be more self-sufficient with growing food, growing meat, and having our day-to-day life
And when we are building, we're
easier.
not having to, you know, like I said, go and check on the animals
Yeah.
every 4 hours, making sure that they didn't do something or one way or another, you know.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot harder when you're trying to build and you are also trying to grow a homestead.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And that was a huge part of us moving out here, is the homestead, guys.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving having the variety of animals. It brings me a lot of peace and joy in my life, you know.
Yes.
You got to have those things that bring you joy. And that's definitely something that brings me joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those chickens have brought me a lot of joy, though, honestly.
Haven't they? They're so...
They're so cute. They're so, you know,
I know.
jumping all over the dang place, you know. And those Cornish hens, man, holy crap, are they active.
We've never had Cornish before. Some of them are active and some of them are super lazy.
Oh, yeah. But
There's like 3 of them that I don't think have moved. They've sat in the back, and I haven't...
Every time I go in there and I open it up, there's a few that want to jump up on the thing and climb up it and then try to jump out. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like,
Hi, guys.
come on. I'm like fighting, like juggling, trying to grab the water. I'm like, all right, I got the water, I got that water. You know, it's pretty funny.
You do the chicken dance.
No.
Now it brings a whole new meaning to the chicken dance.
No, exactly. And a couple of them, you know, they're when they're out of food, like in the morning time,
they'll let you
man,
know.
they're all active, even
They'll
little
let you
ones
know.
and everything. They're all pecking your hands and everything while I'm trying to grab things. I'm like, hey, come on, that's not food.
Give it. I want it now. No, but it's really nice, guys. It brings us a lot of peace. It brings the kids back to kind of why we moved out here and stuff, and it helps us to maintain that, because when we lived in Arizona, we were raising our kids to have a garden and to grow food and to, you know, live that way. Well, we kind of had to stop doing that when we first moved out here for the last little bit, because we were so focused on getting us place to live. Now that we have that, we're able to, I guess, refresh the children on those life lessons and on those things, and having it be part of their normal day to day. And, you know, just even the daily chores of Abe going down and collecting the eggs, and Julia, you know, working with the coops once a week, and Scarlett helping out with the rabbits every day and stuff. So, like, it keeps, you know, little things like that. Although some people will look at it as it's a hassle or whatever, it's glue that bonds your family together. It helps your family when your family has a family goal or a family objective. It helps to maintain a lot of those relationships, and we have some of our best conversations when I'm out watering the garden with the kids. It gives us that quality time with them that otherwise we would be busy slamming nails and stuff, you know. So
This summer has been great.
this summer has been so amazing. My favorite summer so far.
Yes,
By
this
far.
summer has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, best in all of 13 years. Like,
Yeah, no, I'd
it's
say that
been-
for sure,
It's
man.
been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
We-
been awesome.
We still have a couple more camping trips that we're going to take with the kids before the summer's over, but we are scheduling, like I was talking earlier about our board, how we stay organized. I'm the queen of lists. I mean, it kind of drives Gary nuts sometimes, but I know you appreciate it.
I do appreciate it.
I know you appreciate
but
it.
yes, it drives me absolutely
Sometimes.
nuts, because she doesn't just have one list. She's
No, I
got
have, like,
3, and then she
5.
triple checks those lists with me, and I'm like, babe, you've already went this over with me like 10 times. Can you
He's like,
you
just
not
give me
like
the final one.
well, what is it that you want from me? Like, you're just saying the same thing. And she's like, I'm just checking with you.
He wants the final list. I
heck,
do like a
man?
bunch of different
Yeah.
lists for different things. Anyway, it helps keep it with
I do that with you, though, when it comes down to the building, so I understand it.
Well, and I'm trying to keep the family organized, right? You have so many kids, and you have so much going on, and you work from home, and just just life, right? I find for me and the way that my brain works, because you guys know how it works, squirrel, I can get off of my objective so quickly, and it helps me to feel a sense of calm. It helps me to feel calm, to have it just written out, just to see it. It just brings my brain peace. So that's why I do it. Anyway, at the beginning of this month, we made all of our lists and stuff, and we did include all of the work for the month that we're going to be doing, like the Monday through Friday, but it still allows us to have the weekends off. And during those weekends, we are going to be doing some things with the kids. We still have 2 more camping trips that we're going to be doing. One of them is going to be for Wyatt's birthday, because his birthday is towards the end of this month.
Yep.
And then we are going to take the kids in August, so like we're way pre-planning, but it's going to be like the end of summer trip for them. So I'm super excited to go do those. We still have some more fun planned, right? But we have a lot on our to-do list to finish out. We have like, I think 6 or 7 weeks, I think, until the kids go back to school, and we have a lot to do in the meantime.
Yep.
So it's, now that Freedom Fest is over, it's time for us to, I guess, regain our focus, get back to work, and keep checking off these things off of our list, because the list is, although we've gotten a lot done, the list is still...
It's growing.
Yeah, we still have...
We've got quite a bit to do.
And it's always one of those things, too, guys. You, like, check one thing off and you put 2 things on.
Yeah.
So, like, you're getting rid of one of the things off of your list, but now you're adding 2 more, so actually you're a step behind. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
But we're going to get there. We're going to get there together, friends. Together.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for being a part of our journey, and for loving on us, and for all of the encouragement that you guys have given us throughout the years, and for spreading that love throughout the family, guys.
Yes.
This last weekend for Freedom Fest, we had so many different YouTubers and stuff there, and we see you guys, a lot of the familiar faces that are hanging out with us and joining with us. We see you guys spreading over to the other folks and getting to know them, and we realize that some channels are going to be for you and some channels are not going to be for you, and that's a-okay.
Yep.
Everybody's got their own distinct flavor, but we thank you guys for giving everybody a taste try, right?
Yes.
Giving everybody a chance. So I want to thank you guys for doing that. Gary and I will be back with a new episode of Real Talk tomorrow. I know that the Real Talk episodes have been kind of sporadic lately, but with a week like what we've just gone through, it's just kind of...
How it is.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's
We're
just-
going to be doing a lot this week, though.
Yeah.
Next week. And we're going to be trying to get a lot done.
We have a lot on our list, guys. There's several builds. There's several changes that I can't wait to share with you guys. But it's all coming down the pipe. So we are going to start, again, recording. We're getting back on our ball. We're getting back on our schedule. And if all things work according to plan, I'll actually be able to start putting out a consistent 3 videos a week for you guys on Simple Life Reclaimed. Kind of like how I used to do back in the day. And then I kind of got busy and had to only do 2.
No.
But yeah, I should be able to, with our new monthly plan for this month at least, I should be able to do it. Let's just hope the weather plays nice, and even if it doesn't, I'll make it work. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're
Rain
gonna
or
make it
shine,
happen.
We're gonna make it work.
If we have to put out like 5 of those, pop-up tents just so we can get what we need to get done, then so be it.
So be it. Or
Yeah.
if we're having to, just walk with it.
So be it. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. One way or another.
Man.
One way or another. We have
Hey, if it does start raining, and when I do the concrete, I can just be like, let's turn this bucket up, get a couple of rain in there, all right, turn it, more concrete. And
Yeah. Try the dry pour method or something.
I don't really know a whole lot about that one there.
Well, we'll figure it out. One way or another, man. We're going to get it done. But anyway, guys, we are going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned for a new episode of Real Talk with SLR tomorrow, and a new video on Simple Life Reclaimed coming out on Friday. Again, it's going to be a big recap with what we've gotten done and a projection of where we are going in the future for the next couple weeks of episodes. So stay tuned for that. Sending you guys lots of love. Thank you again for everything. And until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.